Hi everyone, my name is Anne Schragle and I am a therapist here in Chicago, Illinois, practicing out of Breeze Counseling. And today I wanted to talk to you specifically about panic attacks to let you know what's happening in your brain and your body when you're actually going through a panic attack. Okay, so back in the day, we were cavemen and we were part of the food chain. However, today we are at the top of the food chain, and so the mechanisms that we were using back then, we don't really need to use now. However, if you were in some kind of trauma or had some kind of panic attack, then those mechanisms start up again. It's like the switch kind of was turned on. So I wanted to walk you through what's happening during those specific times when you are having a panic attack. So, a lot of people will say that their heart is racing. The reason why your heart is racing is because your brain is telling your heart basically to pump more blood and oxygen throughout your system. We've heard a lot about fight or flight. Maybe you've heard that. Basically, that is your brain's perception of you need to run away, right? Flight, or you need to stay and fight. Regardless if you have to run or if you have to fight, you have to be pumping more oxygen and more blood throughout your system. And so that's why your heart starts racing. The same thing with the breathing. A lot of people say that they have difficulty catching their breath. It's all part of that oxygen system. Another big one for people is digestive related concerns. Some people will say that their throat is closing up. Other people will say that they get really nauseous and or they throw up. Other people say that they have to run to the bathroom. This is kind of cool what happens, I think, in your brain when you're having a panic attack. So your digestive system uses a lot of energy. When you actually go into survival mode and you have to either run away or you have to fight, our body does not need to be wasting energy on our digestive system. We need that energy to run away or to fight, okay? And so what your brain does is it tells your body shut down the digestive system. Okay, so that's why it feels like your throat's closing up. Your throat's not actually closing up. You might have a little bit of sensation, but it's not actually going to close up on you. The reason why you need to run to the bathroom is your brain is saying, well, you need less weight to run away. And so if we can eliminate that waste, you're going to run faster. If you have to stay and fight, think of yourself as a little bunny in the garden eating some lettuce, and all of a sudden the fox appears. You as a little bunny know you can't run because the gate got shut on you, and you're not going to really outfight, is that a word? But you're not going to be able to fight off this fox. So what are you going to do? You're going to throw up all over yourself. And I don't mean to sound gross, but honestly, that's why we feel like really nauseous and that we're going to get sick. A fox is not going to eat the bunny that threw up all over itself. That's not appetizing. It's gross. They're not going to do that. And so again, we're at the top of the food chain, but we still have that same mechanism and the same brain mechanism as a bunny. Okay, so that's digestive system. Other people feel like tingling, numbness, sometimes like fingers are curling up. So what's happening there, this is kind of cool too. Your brain is telling your body, send as much blood as you can to surround your organs. Why is it doing that? It's doing that because it believes that the blood is going to act as another shield or an extra layer of protection in case you have to stay and fight. And so that's why you get that sensation in your extremities because less blood is being circulated in those areas. So those are kind of some common symptoms. Certainly, if you are feeling other symptoms, feel free to comment below. Or I did put a link to the actual scientific article that'll give you some more in-depth information. But I like to share this information. I think the next time that you have a panic attack, at least you can tell yourself, okay, I know why my heart is racing. I know why I just had to run to the bathroom. And maybe you can share this information with friends and family who maybe don't understand what you're going through, and this can kind of provide them with some more information. So again, feel free to leave your comments or questions below, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye-bye.